I'm looking at my phone. I'm gonna get my notes out for what we talked about in church today. So the message for today was peace in chaos. So today's scripture was Luke chapter 2, verse 18 through 18. Oh my God, scratch that. Luke chapter 2, verse 8 through 14. That Jesus had to suffer for our peace. He told us a little bit of his testimony of how he came to God, like, you know, when he chose to change his life. He told us that one of the fruits of the Spirit is peace. To be thankful and rejoice for God more than, you know, the things that we have to go through. There's peace in the presence of God. Yeah, and keep your eyes on God. Keep your eyes on God, because if you focus on him, it'll be easier. It'll be easier to deal with whatever difficulties you might be going through and stuff like that. So yeah, it made me think about Peter, when Peter was walking on water, and God told and you know, at first he was walking or whatever on water because he was focusing on God, and he started to sink because he took his eyes off of God. Like after church, I just felt different. I usually like hop on another like online church and start listening to what they have to say. I was actually listening to one before I got to church, and I wanted to finish it, but after that I was just kind of like, I want to hear from God. Like I don't know, like I just felt different. And also because they did like what is it called when they call you to the front? Altar call. They did like an altar call, and that's what I wanted to do today. I was like, dang, like I wish this church did an altar call, and they did one. And I'm like, ugh, I didn't go because I didn't want to feel like embarrassed and stuff. And I was like, girl. And the opportunity that I wanted came, and I was not ready, y'all. That's probably another word, you know. It's like you ask for something, you get it, and then you don't even know what to do with it. You fumble. So that was today's message, y'all. Just to have peace. To have peace. To be in God's presence is to have peace. Even though you go through trials and tribulations, I feel like it's better with God, you know? Like before, I just couldn't wait to get home. I couldn't wait to get home to like de-stress in a certain way, you know. Now I don't do that. So it's kind of like, it's crazy how something that I used to look for to give me that peace, to get me to relax and calm down, it's kind of like I have God, and he gives me like greater peace, enduring peace, you know. Because it's like when I used to de-stress, how I used to de-stress, it's kind of like when I got back to real life, it wasn't, the problems were still there, you know. Like I didn't really like deal with the problems, so they were still there. And now that I have God, it's like I can breathe, and he just gives me greater peace than the things I used to do to get peace, or the people I used to want to be around to get peace. It's kind of like, this feels like real peace. And even now, like when I go through something, it's different it's different than when I didn't have God. Like when I wasn't relying on God to get me through something, it was like the world was ending literally. Sometimes I do still worry, but then it's kind of like I know I have that anchor. Like I can still go back to God. Like God is there, you know. I have the Bible. I can read a scripture. I can turn on gospel. Like I have other tools on my belt that help me prosper, you know, that help me like overcome things that happen, situations and stuff. Even if they're small or big, it's kind of like that. Those are still the tools that I want to use and the tools that give me the most benefit. It kind of works for everything. It's a one for all. It's a journey. If you're looking for peace, just look for God. If you're searching for peace, just look for God. Because no substance, no situation, no amount of money, it can probably like temporarily bring you peace, but it won't bring you like long-term peace, like peace, like, you know, like that foundational peace, that peace that surpasses all understanding, that peace that I can't even explain right now. But it's just like you're living in the world, you know things are gonna happen, but like God is there, you know. It's like that friend you can call on that you know is gonna make you feel better, but better. Because he's like your family, you know, he's like your dad. He's gonna make things better for you. It might not be like right then and there, but it could be like a couple hours later, a day later, a month later, a year later. It gets better. It gets better, and it's kind of corny, you know, like who wants to hear it's gonna get better when things are not good? But it does. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go read outside because I know I wanted to do that. Go read outside, be in nature.